Dear friends, welcome. This is Venkat here from Bizards, and welcome to our Let's Learn It short and simple sessions. We are doing a series of sessions, and today I am going to talk about scaling, how we can scale Scrum to a large product development. And primarily we are going to talk about four such frameworks. The first one is Scrum of Scrum. The second is large scale Scrum, and then we are going to talk about discipline Agile delivery, that framework, and the last one is scale Agile framework. So what is Scrum of Scrum? Two persons, Jeff Sutherland and Ken Schwaber, pioneered this particular framework. This has been, they applied, in GE healthcare in developing some of the large product lines. And what is Scrum of Scrum is basically whenever you are having a team of more than 12 people. So this particular frameworks splits the team into 5 to 10 individual teams, and each team continue to follow all the Scrum rituals. They do a daily stand up, and they do the review, sprint review, retrospective, all this thing. And in addition to the daily Scrum, there is another important ritual that's called Scrum of Scrum Meeting. So what happens in Scrum of Scrum Meeting is each team designate an ambassador. That ambassador can be either Scrum Master or it can be someone from the development team. So they represent their particular team, and the frequency of daily Scrum is, we all know, we do on a daily basis, whereas the Scrum of Scrum meetings normally happens 2 times a week, where each team represents, is represented by an ambassador, and he goes and along with other representatives from other teams comes together, and they update what their team has done since their the last meeting, and what they plan to do till the next meeting, and is there any impediments, any dependencies that others can help. And basically the duration of both these daily Scrum and Scrum of Scrum meeting is 15 minutes. And the second framework, which large scale Scrum, this is the work done by two persons. One is Greg Lorman and Boss Wood. And so large scale Scrum, it has its own set of principles. Primarily there are 10 principles, and these principles they talk about applying lean thinking, systems thinking, more with less, and then they talk about continuous improvement, and they also talk about leveraging the queuing theory. And so this particular LISS has their own set of principles, and they have two frameworks. There are two frameworks in LISS. One we call the basic LISS or small LISS. The other one is called LISS huge. And this small framework is normally used between 2 to 8 teams. If the number of team is more than 8, basically we need to go for huge. And the other criteria is you use small as long as you can manage the entire work with one product owner. As long as the product becomes big and you need one more product owner to support, then it's better to go for huge framework. And it also has set of guides or tips, best practices that helps you continuous improvement. These are all something you can worth trying. And the last one is the experiments. When you are practicing LISS, these principles or frameworks are fundamental, whereas the grades and experiments are optional. You can follow certain tips, it's optional, and the team can decide which principle, experiment worth trying out. The third framework is discipline Agile delivery. This has been pioneered by two persons, Scott Ambler and Mark Lines. and basically they have done the initial work on discipline agile delivery. And if you see, it has underwent lot of evolution. It started with DAD, then they call discipline agile toolkit 2.x, where they talk about discipline DevOps, discipline agile IT, so on and so forth. Then it got into discipline agile 3.x. So where they talk about taking this at the enterprise level, and the current version is discipline agile 4, discipline agile toolkit 4. And what primarily DAD is, it is a hybrid methodology. When I say hybrid, it leverages some of the practices of Scrum, it leverages some of the practices of lean software development, and it uses some of the agile modeling techniques. And so that's why it is called hybrid methodology. And so these both the persons, they worked in this been practiced in IBM Rational. And the last methodology which I'm going to give a quick overview is on scaled agile framework. The work is done by Dean Leffingwell, and the current version of SAFe is 5.0, and basically SAFe has 4 configurations that the team can, according to the need and their objective, they can pick up the appropriate configuration. And it's built around 7 core competencies. And the 4 the configurations are, the first one is full agile, where you can deploy this scaling at the enterprise level, or you can do at the portfolio level. And there is another configuration called large solution, especially if you are building a large solution that involves multiple products or programs. You can use large solution. And the last one is essential, and essential is basically the bare minimum configuration. And SAFe again leverages lean thinking. It leverages the design thinking, where it emphasizes more on customer centricity, how you can empathize from the end user perspective. And it also leverages the complete DevOps, the value chain, starting from continuous exploration to continuous integration to continuous deployment, and finally to release on demand. And the last piece is also, it focuses on systems thinking, think as a whole, not at the individual components. And so that's a quick overview about scaling. And watch for our other videos where I'll do deep dive on each of the the methodologies. And if you guys like this video, please do share to your friends and colleagues. And if you have any interesting topics, please do mention in the comment section, and please do subscribe to the link given below. And I look forward with another short session. Thank you. Bye.